Boom shakalaka, with Bitcoin taking a bit of a dive outside of this support band over the past few days. We're going to be taking a look at the actual Bitcoin supply and demand that's going on right now and what this means for Bitcoin price, including where it could be headed in the near and the long term. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin price breaking below this support band, what it means for Bitcoin price in the short term and potentially in the long term as well. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us over on Twitter where every day we share some of the best charts in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Push that like button, it helps out so much. Now, today we are in Fear 23. Take a look at this. Fear now, fear yesterday, fear last week. Last month we were neutral, but we're in fear yet again as the price continues to drop. The overall market down about 2%. Bitcoin at 39,193, Ethereum at 28.68, BNB at 3.95, XRP at 68 cents, Solana at $98, Terra Luna at $90, Cardano at 87 cents, and Avalanche at $70. And if you want to know the top coins today to pick to outpace just holding Bitcoin alone, on Gate.io, they're up almost 1,000% above just holding Bitcoin alone. Today would be XCAD Network, Synthetics Network, Clever, One Ledger, and Kyber Network Crystal. And if you want to check this out for yourself, add some low caps for higher risk, but potentially much higher reward, there is a discounted link down in the description. And while you're down there, check out the link for Celsius. You guys know I have a new partnership with Celsius where you can earn up to 17% APY on your cryptocurrencies. They have a free swap feature on there, and if you use that link down below, guess what? You can earn up to $5,000 in free crypto rewards on select tokens and up to $2,000 on pretty much any cryptocurrency for just transferring crypto to your Celsius account. Not only that, but you can actually get up to $500 in crypto for taking out a loan against your cryptocurrencies at a 25% LTV. That's right, you can borrow money and actually get paid to do it. It's crazy. You should check that out as well. They also have this going on Huobi Global. You can share up to 40,000 USDT prize pool for trading in sell from April 22nd to April 29th. And just to give you an idea of what's going on with Celsius Network this week, they had 16,661 new registrations with 2,982 first-time customers. There are over 1.6 million people already using Celsius. Why are you not? Also, inflows were bigger than the outflows, so net transfers, $13 million added to Celsius. So all that going on with Celsius, like I said, I have a new partnership with them, but you should check it out because adding crypto to your account, you get to earn free crypto. It's pretty crazy. Now, what's going on with Bitcoin today? We have it breaking down below this dashed blue line support that's been pretty decent support since, I don't know, January-ish. Now, because it's broken below there, the next level where we could see it potentially right at around $37,350. But that being said, well, we may have a turnaround coming soon because you can see these dashed lines right here. These are when the drop in the RSI breaks above the previous downtrend. And it's happened time and time again. And as you take a look where we are right now, we have this downtrend. Well, once we break above there, well, potentially that could send the price back up. But I've always said that economics is simple supply and demand. People try and complicate it, and yes, you can complicate it, but everything really comes down to supply and demand. So let's take a look at actually what's happening with Bitcoin with supply and demand, because I think that might give us a hint as to what could be happening with Bitcoin price in the near future. So first thing, we have a significant drop in Bitcoin balance on exchanges since the COVID crash back in March of 2020. As a matter of fact, the last time the Bitcoin balance on exchanges was this low was 1,362 days ago, or roughly 3 years and 9 months ago, back on August 1st of 2018. And if we take a look at it here, we can see that in the past 6 months leading up to the two previous major bull market events, we saw a large amount of Bitcoin moving to exchanges. However, now we're seeing lots of Bitcoin moving off of exchanges. Now, what particularly that means, that tells me it's a bit more scarce than it was before because there's a limited supply of Bitcoin on exchanges. So once we have the demand growing, it's going to grow that much more quickly because everybody's going to be fighting over a smaller amount of Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, this chart here is a great way to determine Bitcoin demand. The 0-hour to 1 month realized cap HODL waves 30-day EMA is useful as a proxy for Bitcoin demand. Logically, bear markets correlate with a low demand climate. Historically speaking, below 13% has been accurate for identifying bear markets. Right now we're at 14.96%. So we're just hovering in this area right here. Not bear market territory, but certainly close. Now, if we take a look at this, we can see that every time it was below this dashed black line, that was pretty much bear territory for Bitcoin. We saw it for about a year and some in 2015. We saw it for a year in 2018. We haven't yet quite seen it yet according to this chart. But once we have a bit of a demand spike happening, that paired with the much decreased supply we have not seen in many years, well, that could send the price quite astronomically because we have 64.1% of the Bitcoin supply not moved in 1+ years. We have, of that, 76.7% of the Bitcoin circulating supply held by entities that have little or no track record of selling. So while the demand continues to shrink, these people are exceptionally unlikely to be selling in the future. That could lead to some serious demand squeeze. Pair that with the overall market conditions that we have going on. TechDev shows right here how right now, where we are, is comparing very closely to 2016 pre-peak. Okay, this is before everything got out of control and prices went up. For Bitcoin, went up 20x. For altcoins, went up hundreds of X's. If we take a look at this, he's taking a look at the altcoin market cap here, and he's saying that, hey, it looks very similar to what happened in 2016. Not only that, but DXY also looks very similar to 2016. Not only that, but the 10-year, very similar to 2016. All of these things lining up potentially could be sending the price astronomically. But before we get there, we have to worry about what's going on right now. Can Bitcoin hold this line? We have the line here, which is basically just a bunch of lines following for how low Bitcoin can go, how high Bitcoin can go. And if we take a look where we are right now, this is very similar to Bitcoin around the COVID crash, to Bitcoin around all-time lows in 2019, to Bitcoin around the all-time low in 2015. So right now where we are, pretty much the best buying opportunity for Bitcoin. And this is one chart that's worthwhile to keep an eye on because this has been exceptionally predictive of when the bull runs start. This is the 20-week net exchange flows Z-score from Plan C. And basically the last two times Bitcoin left the green zone, it resulted in the 2013 and 2017 peak bull runs. We can see here it was in the green zone. Once it left there, look at this. Price spiked significantly. This went from $10 to $1,000. Bitcoin 100x'd in that period from when it broke out of there. And then it happened here again in 2017 where Bitcoin went from $1,000 to $20,000, 20x'd. Now, right now, we are in this green area again. As a matter of fact, we've been in there pretty much for a long time. It broke out briefly around the top there back last year, but we're in that green area. When we break out of there significantly, we could see an insane Bitcoin and cryptocurrency bull run. So guys, that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also check out Token Metrics and Celsius for yourself. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.